What is up, YouTube? I am on the floor right now, hitting you up with another video. This is my taking care of mouse tutorial. I almost forgot. I don't know how. I just got it's all set up. I got the lamp in the background, so you can see. If I had this curtain open, all you would see is my silhouette, and you don't want to see that. You want to see my face. You know what I'm saying? So what I got is my cage in the background, my mouse cage. I don't know if you saw the vlog, me vlogging, updating you guys on what I got, but I got a new mouse in this cage right here, and I'm going to teach you how to take care of it. If you got a mouse, this is your video, how to take care of a mouse. Thank you for tuning in, by the way, but we got to get to business. So first of all, what you got to do is you got to get your mouse. Alright, first thing you gotta know when you get your mouse is when you hold it, at first it may not just stay there. It's going to want to run around, it wants to explore, it just wants to get away, okay? It'll get used to you, but not right away. My mouse didn't get used to me until a whole day, and then it started to get used to me. So I didn't hold it for a while, because I was scared. But eventually I got used to it. So that's what you gotta know first of all. So let's get right to it. Let's get right to the mouse. So mice actually like to be held. They need to be held every single day. So you gotta hold your mouse every single day, give it attention so it's not stressing out, getting depressed, all that kind of stuff. So first of all, what you need is a cage. Okay? You can either go with a bin, you can go with a cage, you can go with an aquarium. I went with an aquarium because, as you can see, they can't climb up the aquarium unless they're climbing up other stuff in the aquarium. The cage they can climb up, and that scares me. You can put them in a cage, it's healthy for them, but I prefer an aquarium so they can't escape and run around your house causing trouble. Anyways, so the food. Alright. Mice will eat any rodent food. It can be hamster food, it can be rat food, it can be, you just feed them cheese and vegetables, they'll eat anything. But do not feed them peanuts. Do not feed them, well, the peanuts is the only thing I know that you can't feed them. The only thing I remember you can't feed them. Obviously, if you think that they can't eat it, do not feed it to them. If you think that they can't eat it, research before you feed them. Is the main thing. That's the main thing. I give them treats. I got treats right here. Got treats right here. I feed them. Feed them for training him to sit on my shoulder. That's important that you train them to sit on your shoulder. And the cage setup. Okay. Next thing is the cage setup. All right. What you gotta do is you gotta avoid as much as you can non-kiln dried pine and pine wood shreddings, and cedar wood shreddings. If it's not kiln dried, then it's not good for your mouse, and your mouse would eventually die. I heard of it. I heard of deaths. I did my research. I bought it already. I bought pine shavings, and it scared me at first, but then I realized it's kiln dried. If it says that it's kiln dried, it's okay for your mouse. Right now I took out the kiln dried stuff and put in paper shreddings and stuff, but I'm gonna put back the kiln dried pine shavings because it's okay for your mouse. Just remember to look and make sure that it's kiln dried, and that's it. You just gotta look and make sure. I got in my cage right here for my mouse, not for me, it's for my mouse. I got toilet paper rolls for them to chew on, to climb through, and other stuff like that. I got a wheel for them to exercise. It's important to have a wheel for them to exercise. It's also important to have a water thing. I have a water bottle in the background here. Let me open this cage up for you guys. It's not a tutorial unless you actually get to see what's going on. I got this. Alright? Now, important thing. If you happen to get a feeder mice that in their cage, that at the pet store, in their cage, they do not have one of these, and they have a bowl, they're not going to be used to drinking out of this straw thing. Alright? So you got to get them a bowl. sadly, you can't. You just get them used to this. You gotta get them a bowl. If they're not used to that when they're born, they're not gonna get used to it. So you gotta get them a bowl. I don't know for sure. I honestly don't know for sure if they get used to this, but it's better to have them just drink out of what they're used to. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to have that. It's important to have a hut. Right here we got a hut made out of Legos. My sister made it for me, for my mouse, and he loves it. He sits in it. It's his little safe spot. It's important to have your mouse have a safe spot. You can't always see your mouse. Alright? Your mouse is going to nest. Alright? It's going to nest and it's going to want to be alone. So just make sure you have a hut for it to have a safe spot. I'm doing hand gestures down here, but I got to do hand gestures up here so you guys can see it. But make sure your mouse has a safe spot. A hut with that's not that see-through is perfect. It'll nest in there and it'll do what you do. Alright, now housing for the mice. It's important to know this. If you want to get 2 mice, do not get a male and a female unless you want them to breed every 3 weeks. You will get at least 12 baby mice every 3 weeks, and eventually, if you don't sell them, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a game plan with them, you're gonna have a mouse infestation unless you get those mice separated. Two male and female mice, no good unless you got a game plan. Alright? You can put 2 females together, no problem. You can put 2 males together if they're introduced at a young age, no problem. Alright? But just be sure you know this when you get a male and female. They're going to be breeding a lot. They're rodents. They breed a lot. They do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you got that. That's pretty much it. Just make sure you know all these things. Take care of your mouse. Train it. Make sure you handle it every day. Avoid pine shavings that are not kiln dried. Clean your cage once a week. Alright? It's important to clean your cage once a week. You wouldn't want to be living in your own poop and pee, so make sure your mouse isn't living in its own crap and pee and whatnot. So just make sure you know that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you learned something about taking care of mice. Check out our other videos. Check out Jay in California. And please like and subscribe. Peace out.